So in our last video about dividends, I talked about a simple formula to calculate what you're going to need to save for retirement. And it's really the million-dollar question. How much do you need to save for retirement? And in that video, I showed you a quick 1-minute way to do it. But in reality, that's too simple. We're going to dig a bit deeper. So if you remember in that video, we just took your monthly expenditures in retirement and we did a little calculation. It was just monthly retirement expenses multiplied by 12 equals our annual expenses. And then annual expenses divided by 5% equal our needed retirement savings. It's pretty easy, but we did leave some stuff out. Do you really need $1.2 million to retire? So when we did our calculations, we figured you would need that. And that's a lot of money. But the reality is, when you calculate your retirement number, your needs are probably going to be a little bit lower. But just for the sake of argument, let's just stick with our original assumption. You need $5,000 a month or $60,000 a year to retire. Now, in that video, we only focused on what you would need to save, right? We ignored the other income streams that you're going to get, like Social Security. And most Americans are paying into the Social Security Trust Fund, right? They expect to get that money back. In the SSA, they have this little handy calculator, and you could use that to figure out what you should get paid in retirement. And that link is going to be in the description below. You just plug in your birth date and your earnings this year. Leave that retirement date blank. It's going to calculate the amount of your payout. For example, a 50-year-old that's earning 60 grand a year can expect to receive between $1,343 and $2,500. And that obviously is going to depend on when you decide to take your retirement, because that has a huge impact on your retirement savings estimate. So let's go back to our example. You estimated you need $5,000 a month. Let's assume that you retire at 67 years old. So your Social Security payout will be around $2,000. So if you need $5,000 and Social Security pays you $2,000, you're going to need to cover about $3,000 in expenses. So we'll flip back to our formula. 3,000 times 12 is $36,000 in annual expenses. We take that $36,000, we divide it by 5%, and now that equals $720,000. So just by calculating the Social Security payments you could expect to receive, you reduced your estimated nest egg by about $480,000. The last number was $1.2 million. Now, is Social Security the only thing that's going to impact those numbers? No. If you have a pension, it provides a regular payment. It's going to change everything as well. You just calculate pensions just like you would Social Security above. Of course, another thing that's going to impact your calculation is rental houses. I got a friend owns 2 rental homes, and he expects them to be paid off by the time he retires. And he's getting about $2,400 a month, which is $28,000 a year from those 2 rentals. Not a bad income stream if you can do it. That's like having an extra $576,000 in the savings account. So that's why it's really important that you look at your other streams of income. Because if you have extra money flowing in every month, that really goes a long way in helping you retire and maybe retire even early. Let me address one big elephant in the room. Now, I don't think I'm going to get anything from Social Security, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do. So if you want to see some of the dividend stocks in the personal portfolio and you want to get the inside track on the new stocks I like, I have a newsletter. It's called the Dividend Tree. And I write about different dividend stocks every single month. I'm going to give you my thoughts on living a really good retirement because, listen, there's more to retirement than just investing your money. That link is above and it's below in the description. Hope to see you as a member.